Hello and welcome. This short video was created in order to help you learn with Microsoft Teams at the University of Łódź. The first thing that you need to do to start working with Teams is to go to office.com and then sign in with your university email and login. Once this is done, you will probably want to change the language, so you need to look for this symbol right here. You need to open it in order to toggle the menu, and here where it says Język i strefa czasowa, which is language and time zone, you are going to click on Zmień język or change language. Now here, as you can see, we have a number of languages available if we click on it, and I'm going to show you how to switch to English, but of course you can choose any other language here. Then you select the language, you click choose, and you click update, and it is going to ask for your permission to log you out. You need to do this because otherwise you will not be able to see all the Microsoft services in English. So please log out at this moment. Choose your account, and then you will have to log back in. Once you're logged in, you're going to see a number of apps in this sidebar, and you're going to scroll to T, like Teams, and just click on it. At this stage, it might offer to download the app. This is the button here. If it does, I highly recommend that you actually do download the app because it works better, especially when it comes to video conferencing and classes online, which are going to be a big part of your university experience. For now, we are going to use the Internet app. It's still in Polish, but don't worry, we are going to change the language very soon. So if you want to use Teams online in a browser, you just click here. This is what we're going to do for now. Now, once again, inside Teams, you will have to change the language again. You click on your initials or your picture if you uploaded one. And then in settings, you find Język, which is language, once again, and you change it to English. English, United Kingdom. Okay, and it's going to ask you to reboot the website. You should agree to it. And now your Teams is finally in English. Now move to the tab Teams here and see whether your teacher has already added you to some teams. This doesn't have to be the case, but sometimes teachers add you to their teams. If this is not the case, you have probably received a code to join a team. So click on Join or Create Team. And you can see a text box here. So just paste the code that you received from your teacher and click on Join Team. In a matter of seconds, you are going to be added to a team. As you can see, inside the team, you have a number of tabs, such as Posts, Files, Class Notebook, etc. We are going to start with Posts. As you can see here, your teacher has already posted a task. You have a link to the video. If you click on it, the video is going to open. And you also have something to read. So if you click on this file, you will be able to preview its contents. Now I'm going to click on Close. Also, as you can see, we have information about an essay and a test. We are going to take a look at those in a second, but now let's explore the Files tab. In the Files tab, you're going to see this folder. Sometimes it's going to be called Class Materials. Sometimes, if teacher's language is Polish, it's going to be called Materiały z zajęć, but it's essentially the same folder. So this is the folder where your teacher is going to upload all the materials. You cannot delete, edit, or add anything to this folder, but you can see what materials your teacher uploaded here. So if teachers tell you to look for class materials, you can go to the Files tab and all the materials that they actually uploaded are going to be shown here. You can click on any file to open it. Normally it is going to open in Microsoft Teams, unless it's a very specific type of a file, in which case you will probably want to download it. If this file, let's say, doesn't want to open in Teams, you just select it and you choose Download. Now we are going to move on to assignments. We're going to start with the tests. In order to complete the test, you just click on it and it's going to show you the name of the file. You have to click on it again to start completing the quiz. As you can see, what's the weather like? Okay, I'm saying it's bad. Select. In this type of question, you have to select all the correct answers. Here you have to use your keyboard to give the answer. Here you have a text box for an essay. Don't worry, it looks like a very small text box. But if you keep on typing, it is going to expand. So actually you're going to get exactly as much space as you need to type your essay or other longer text. Now we are going to move down. Here you have the ordering task, in which you have to order elements by just dragging and dropping them into the right place. And finally you have a calculate task. In this task, as you can see, you have certain mathematical symbols, and if you click here, you are going to get the editor. So you can use those symbols as well. All right, and now you're going to click on OK, and this button here is the submit button. That's all you have to do in order to submit a test. Sometimes the teacher will let you see the results right away. If this is the case, you are going to see this button, and then you will be able to see how well you did in the test. Now I'm going to click on Close button. I'm going to go back to the Assignment tab. I'll just refresh it and just take a look. The test disappeared from the Assigned tab and it was moved to the Completed category, which means that the test has been completed, but we still have an essay to write. So let's open the essay. First of all, as you can see, you have some instructions here, and you also have some extra materials. You have a picture. If you click on it, it's going to open. And you also have a link to a YouTube video. If you click on it, it's going to open as well. Now your task is to add some work. So you find this Add Work button. You click on it. And then you have a couple of options. If you want to submit something that's not a presentation, not a spreadsheet, and not a text document, so for example, you want to upload a picture or a PDF file, you choose Upload from this device, and you choose the file on your hard drive. However, if you want to create something that's an Office file, you just click on New File, and here you have 3 types of documents that you can choose from. In my case, it's going to be a Word document because I was asked to write an essay. So I'm going to click on Word document. I'm going to give it a name. And then I'm going to attach the document. Now, once you've attached the document, you can start editing it. In order to do this, just click on the name of the document. It is going to open automatically, and you are going to see the online version of Microsoft Word. It has all the basic functionalities, so for most tasks it should be absolutely enough. And it also has some advantages. First and foremost, it doesn't matter what computer you use. You can log in to Teams with any computer and you're going to see your work right there. Also, it is saved automatically, so even if you lose your computer or if something happens to it, you will still be able to access your work with any other device. And also, it eliminates most of the formatting problems, because if you format your work correctly, the teacher is going to open it in exactly the same editor. So basically speaking, you are going to be sure that the teacher receives the same version. If it's well formatted, this is how the teacher sees it. So no longer floating tables or pictures that move to the left or to the right without any obvious reasons. Now let's type some text. And now you can of course close the window, and once you decide that you want to continue your work, you can go back, log into Teams once again, click on the work once again. It is going to wait there for you. And then finally you're going to hit close. And then once you're ready, you can hand in the work. All right. You still have some time before the due date, so you can undo the hand-in, but be really careful because some teachers might have started checking your works already, so double check with the teacher. Now I'm going to click on back. And as you can see, both the test and the essay are available for preview in the assignments tab. Now, if you want to see how well you did, you have to wait for the teacher to check the essay, and then you can click on the name of the essay once again. And if it was checked, you are going to see your text with all the comments from the teacher. And then if the teacher decides that this is a good idea, you might make changes to the text and you might re-upload it so that the teacher can regrade it. Now, in the Grades tab, you will be able to see grades for your assignment. So as you can see, we have a grade for the essay and we have a grade for the test. In order to join a video meeting, which is going to be your class, go to Calendar, find the right date. The Calendar app shows you dates for meetings for all the classes that you attend. So it's not just this particular team, but every team which was added by your teacher. Now I'm going to find my team and my class. It is located here. The only thing that you really need to do is to click on it and to choose Join. When you click on the Join button, it is going to ask you to choose whether you want to activate your camera and your microphone. And then you can click on Join Now. Inside the meeting, you're going to see some options. You might be asked to mute your microphone. If this is the case, click here and your microphone is going to be muted. You might also want to raise your hand to let your teacher know that you need something, that you want to answer their question, or that you want to report a problem, in which case you just click here. Your hand will be raised. The teacher is going to see your raised hand in the participants panel. Once you're done, you can lower your hand so that the teacher no longer sees it. In addition to showing the list of participants, you might also see the conversation. So if you click here, you're going to see a chat. You can answer teachers' questions or add files if necessary. In addition, the teacher might give you the permission to share your screen. This is especially important if you're going to give a presentation. In order to share your screen, you just choose this share tray. And you're going to have a couple of options. You might choose the whole screen. And if you choose the entire screen, everything that you do, it is going to be shown to everyone in the meeting. You might also choose browse, and then you can upload a file and you will be working with this file in the meeting. And finally, the teacher might invite you to the whiteboard. Remember, do not use any of these options unless specifically asked to do this by the teacher. Once the meeting is over, you can click on Hang Up button, and you will go back to your class. This is it when it comes to basic functionalities of Teams. Of course, there is more, so stay in touch with your teacher. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck with your Teams-based learning.